Yes, my people, welcome back to another video. Today we are back with the Champions League quarter-final as promised. Now, if you did miss last episode, we faced off against Fiorentina in the Champions League round of 16, and obviously based on the fact we're playing in the quarter-final today, that tells you that we made it through past Fiorentina in a very nice way and defeated them. So we play Tottenham today in the quarter final. Since that Fiorentina game, we have played 3 games. We played against Ipswich at home, where Kenan Yildiz got a goal, Konate got himself a goal, and Elise got himself a brace. We then played against Nottingham Forest away, where Alexis McAllister got himself a goal and Alexander Isak got himself a brace. And then, unfortunately, we did lose to West Ham 3-1. Konate opened the scoring, but Sucic, Somerville and ex-Liverpool man Jadon Danns did score to make it 3-1. Just to show you, we are 11 points clear with 5 games to go. So it is looking good for the Premier League title. To make it 4 in a row. Alexander Isak leading the top goal scorer charts with 24 goals. That now makes it 74 in 3 years in the Premier League for Alexander. Just to show you here, the quarter-final. Man City have Real Madrid, Chelsea have PSG, and the other game is AC Milan, Leipzig, who we will face in the semi-final. The winner of that game, should we beat Tottenham here today. So without further, I need to stop saying that because I don't actually know how to say it properly. So let's just get into how we're lining up today. We're going with Alisson in goal. Conor Bradley continuing his brilliant form last year, where he got 21 assists, having 14 again this season. Konate, Van Dijk and Kerkez not having a great year. Kerkez, maybe the introduction of Yildiz hindering him a little bit. The midfield 2 of Gravenberch and Vitinha, with the beautiful front 4 of Elise, Wirtz, Yildiz and Alexander Isak leading the line. Something stupid like 24, 29, 40 something, more like 50 something, 40, nearly like 100, nearly 200 goal involvements between those 4. I think something stupid like that. Mo Salah is still injured, unfortunately. Will be out for another 3 weeks. But let's get into this Champions League quarter-final and see how Tottenham will be lining up for it. Okay then, here is Tottenham's lineup to face Liverpool in the Champions League quarter-final. They've gone with Vicario in goal, a back 4 of Jed Spence, Romero, Van der Ven and Destiny Udogie, with a midfield 2 of Archie Gray and Pape Matar Sarr. Kulusevski and Mikey Moore are on the wings, with Xavi Simons partnering Matthias Tell, who leads the line for Tottenham. This is obviously a repeat of the Champions League final, the last time Liverpool did lift the trophy. It's just confirmation of the 2 lineups here today. Liverpool looking to get into our 2nd Champions League final in a row, as Alexander Isak gets us underway to face Tottenham here today. Tottenham, decent side, having a decent year in the Premier League as well. I believe they are 3rd. They were 2nd and were top at one point as well. So obviously we played them in the Community Shield final as well. As Xavi Simons with the corner finds Matthias Tell, who on his first game in the Champions League this year gives Tottenham an early lead in this Champions League quarter-final. It's a good delivery from Xavi Simons, who finds Matthias Tell at that back post with a good header. As Tottenham lead 1-0 here in this Champions League quarter-final as does a potential semi-final, as RB Leipzig find themselves 1-0 up against AC Milan. There's not much happening here in the first half other than that goal, as Vicario now with the ball in his hands. Is he going to go long or will he go short? He goes long. Up looking for Tell, and Tell does win the header, as Mikey Moore now, the Tottenham born lad, finds Kulusevski at the back post, and it's just over from Kulusevski. Mikey Moore promising well, having a decent year in his first full year for Tottenham, as Kerkez now finds Yildiz, who finds Wirtz in the middle. Wirtz plays it back to Yildiz. It's really good play from those two, as Vitinha now finds Wirtz again. Gravenberch goes for it and forces a decent save out of Vicario there. Corner to Liverpool. Michael Elise to take. It's a good delivery from Elise, looking for Van Dijk, and it's away, but Kerkez picks the ball up and finds Vitinha, who finds Van Dijk and goes for it and forces another good save against Vicario. Liverpool really testing Vicario here. As we approach the end of the first half here, AC Milan level with Leipzig now, getting a goal back in the other quarter-final and now ahead by 2-1. But here in London, Tottenham find themselves 1-0 up against Liverpool at the break, as Matthias Tell, the goal scorer, gets us underway for this second half. As Mikey Moore trying to run down the line there, as I'm going to give a shout of encouragement. We seem to, on paper, have been the better side here so far in this one. Obviously, football is played on grass, not on paper. As we approach the hour mark now, a 1-0 loss is not the worst result should it end like this. Obviously, going back to Anfield, we know we have a bigger advantage at Anfield, but I still don't want to lose the game. There's not much happening here, and I am going to make some changes. As Elise not having a great game, neither is Yildiz or Alexander Isak, so all of the front three will be coming off. Gravenberch off for Szoboszlai. We're going to make that a box-to-box midfielder role for Dominic, and Kerkez can come off for Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson in his final year for the Reds as well, as we approach the final 15 minutes here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. As we are going to go very attacking, as Leipzig do get a goal back and make it 2 apiece in Milan at the San Siro. As we are into the final 5 minutes now. Not much has happened really in this game, as Romero has the free kick for Tottenham and goes short to Vicario. Ian Matson now finding Mikey Moore, who finds Tell, who finds Simmons. Really good play from Tottenham to progress up the pitch quickly. Mikey Moore cutting in, finding Kulusevski, and he looked offside to me. The Liverpool defenders are appealing for it, and we will see if we are right. And the goal has been disallowed. And as you can see here, a massive cheer from the Liverpool fans as we're into the final 3 minutes of injury time here. As that is game over, as Tottenham win the first leg 1-0. I will say we had a lot of chances. Not very pleased with that performance. As attention turns to Sunderland, I believe we have in between. It is Sunderland at home. So I will be back with the result in that game against Sunderland and with our lineup to face Tottenham in the second leg of this quarter-final. Looking for a way back into the tie. At Anfield, 1 goal down. Let's see if we can get revenge and pull this game back and find ourselves in the semi-final of the Champions League. Okay then, we are back and the Sunderland game has been played and we have done some business as well. Or in the process of doing some business, should I say. So we picked up a 2-0 win at Sunderland. Yildiz and Alexander Isak getting the goals. We are now just 1 game away from winning the Premier League again, which is lovely. And then let me show you some of the business we have been doing. So we are signing Asamoah, this young 17-year-old regen. He came through in my next gen, and I mean, he's already played quite a lot for Schalke, scoring 10 goals for Schalke this year at 17. He looks really good determination, really good physicals for 17, really good technicals for 17. We are paying 10 million for him, and then also 5-star potential, which is lovely. And we are also bringing in Hashimoto, who has just turned 19 years old. Another really good young striker. Having a really good season. Had a really good 2 seasons for Kashima Antlers in the J League over in Japan. We are paying £4 million for him. Wanted by Arsenal and Manchester City. Again, decent physicals, really nice technicals with that. He's more of a winger, actually. I will say he is more of a winger. He is more of a winger with that really good dribbling and crossing, passing and technique. So yeah, 2 really good signings there for the future. Granted, we probably won't be there, but you never know. So I thought, may as well just sign them just in case. Our lineup is unchanged today from the first leg and the Sunderland game, as we are going with Alisson in goal, Bradley, Kanate, Van Dijk and Kerkez in defence, with a midfield 2 of Gravenberch and Vitinha. Elise starts on the right with Wirtz in the 10, Yildiz off the back of a goal, same as Alexander Isak, who completes the lineup and leads the line for the Reds here today. Let's see if we can overturn this 1-0 deficit from the first leg and see if we can get ourselves booked in to the Champions League semi-final and see how Tottenham will be lining up for it. Okay then, here we go for the Champions League quarter-final second leg at Anfield. Tottenham have gone with the same lineup nearly. A couple of changes for Tottenham from the first leg, as they've gone with Vicario in goal, a back 4 of Spence, Romero, Van der Ven and Doggy, with Bentancur and Matassar in midfield as a midfield 2. Kulusevski remains on the right, with Xavi Simons and Matthias Tell both remaining in the 10 and the 9, as Mohamed Kudus comes in on the left for Tottenham here today. We need a win to make it through to the Champions League semi-final. So here we go at Anfield, just confirmation of those 2 lineups as Tell gets us underway for this Champions League quarter-final. It's a good start for Bradley, instantly dispossessing the Tottenham man, as I believe it was level in this game between Leipzig and Milan, as Virgil van Dijk with the free kick for Liverpool finds Kerkez. Kerkez trying to run at the Tottenham defence, trying to find Isak in the middle. It's headed away, but only as far as Gravenberch. And it's just wide from Ryan Gravenberch. It's a good, promising start for Liverpool though, testing the water early on. As a doggy now finds Mohamed Kudus, who finds Sarr, back to a doggy. A doggy finding Kudus, cutting inside and finding Sarr. Xavi Simons now back to Kudus. A doggy trying to make that run. It's whipped in to Kulusevski, down to Simons, and it's a good block from Kanate. It is a corner to Tottenham though. What is a PW? Is that a power winger? I don't even know. As Kerkez goes back to Van Dijk with the throw. Van Dijk finding Vitinha, who then finds Gravenberch, who finds Wirtz. Wirtz with a good ball out to Bradley, who finds Elise, who finds Vitinha into Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz gets the early goal for Liverpool. And it is 1-0 on the night here and 1-1 on aggregate. Florian Wirtz equalises here in the Champions League quarter-final. Vitinha does really well to be patient and find Wirtz, who does well to turn and hit it in the way he was turning from. Caught Vicario and myself off guard there to make it 1-0. What is it, a power winger? That's going to really piss me off if I don't see what this is. Playmaking winger, that makes a lot more sense. Power winger. Is that going to tell me what the score was? No. Cool. Come on. Because we stand a decent chance of getting to the final here if we can beat Tottenham. Because our back us to beat Leipzig. We beat AC Milan earlier in the season as well, in that double live com where we played Real Madrid and AC Milan. As Bradley finds Wirtz. Conor Bradley now trying to find Wirtz again in the middle but can't, and Tottenham now breaking with the ball as Kulusevski plays it out wide to a doggy finding Kudus, who tries to find Tell, but it's away by Bradley, and Isak does really well to win the header there. And Wirtz finding Alexander Isak again. Oh, why did you end the highlight there? Mohamed Kudus having a really good game here for Tottenham, as we are coming to the end of the first half here. And the first half ends Liverpool 1, Tottenham 0, and it is 1-1 on aggregate. We need another goal if we are going to go through here in this quarter-final. As Alexander Isak gets us underway. Elise dispossessed by Sarr, as Leipzig have the opener in the other quarter-final. As Bradley goes back to Kanate. Van Dijk now finding Yildiz, who goes back to Vitinha. Vitinha finds Kerkez, who finds Yildiz. Can Yildiz beat his man? He can. Can he find a Liverpool player? He does! He finds Alexander Isak. And Alexander Isak makes it 2. Really good play from Kenan Yildiz. And Liverpool are now in front for the first time in this Champions League quarter-final. It's really good play from Yildiz to find Alexander Isak. And Alexander Isak is not going to miss from there. It's a really good start to the second half. And exactly what we needed. As if we could get another goal, that would be even better. As Bradley finding Elise. Elise finding Bradley again. Bradley doing really well down this right hand side, as he has all season. It's headed away, but only as far as Yildiz, who then finds Wirtz. And it's just over from Florian Wirtz. Liverpool, the dominant side here in this Champions League semi-quarter-final second leg. We're not in the semi just yet. As AC Milan get a goal back and then get a second very soon after. Xavi Simons not having a very good game here. as neither is Michael Elise, who makes way for Federico Chiesa. Conor Bradley having a good game, but Frimpong can come on and offer some fresh legs. So can Dominic Szoboszlai and Andy Robertson, and will leave the fifth and final sub free in case of an injury. As Van der Ven, breaking out of defence with the ball here, finds a doggy, who finds Mikey Moore, who has come on now for Kudos. Sarr finds Mikey Moore. A doggy now, finding Archie Gray, who finds Xavi Simons, who finds a doggy, and it's just wide. You have to say, a doggy should be scoring there as we approach the final 20 minutes here. Alisson with the goal kick, finding Jeremy Frimpong, who then finds Chiesa. Chiesa running down this right hand side here. There is no one in the box for him though, as he pulls it back to Wirtz, and it is an own goal, but we do not care. Liverpool 3, Tottenham 0, which makes it 3-1 on the night here, which is a beautiful scoreline and exactly what we wanted, as Chiesa does really well, finds Florian Wirtz, who just puts it in the mixer, and it just hits Romero and is in, and that should hopefully be game over and tie over as we approach the final 10 minutes here of this quarter-final. And it looks like we will be facing AC Milan in the semi-final, as Kenan Yildiz goes back to Vitinha. Florian Wirtz cutting inside, finds Alexander Isak, and forces a good save out of Vicario there. Into the final 5 minutes now of normal time. Tottenham need a goal and they need it now, but we are into the final minute now, and that is game over. Liverpool 3, Tottenham 0. 3-1 on aggregate, and that is back-to-back Champions League semi-finals for the Reds. Hopefully we can have a much better semi-final this year than we did last year, as we will be facing AC Milan in the Champions League semi-final. That's going to be a big game. Hopefully we can get through it though, and that will be the next episode where we face AC Milan. We will play Manchester City in between and Brighton, but the focus will be on AC Milan in the Champions League semi-final. If you don't want to miss that video, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always notified when I post a video. If you also want to be notified whenever I go live, what my schedule is, whenever I'm making a video or anything like that, and don't forget to also follow my Twitter, link in description. Also, while you're there, don't forget to follow my Twitch. We stream pretty much daily, streaming my Sleaford Town save. So if you enjoy a sort of non-league save and building our way up, not just one of these teams at the top level, then don't forget to check that out as well. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, and I will see you tomorrow for the Champions League semi-final against AC Milan. Peace.